So first, we Googled The French Connection, and IMDb came up first. On here, we got a good overview of the movie, which told us the director, when the movie was released, the actors, and gave us a brief summary of the movie. It was a good first source before we went into our research.
Our next source we found on JSTOR, and this article talks about how The French Connection breaks many genre codes and does not fall under one category. Using tactics that catch the viewer off guard, the film plays off of our generalized Hollywood expectations. This causes the viewer to stay engaged and focus on the movie. It is important for us to understand how our film defined conventions of genre because that plays a very crucial role in not only the movie's success, but the message that it gives its viewers.
Cleveland News article discusses how movies of the 70s were a part of the greatest movie decade. The time period marked the end of the old production code, so directors had a lot more room in their films to produce what they wanted and did not have to comply with any rules from the Hollywood studio system. This source is helpful to our research because it puts the movie in societal context of the time period. We see a rise in horror movies and disaster films, which proved to be incredibly successful during this time period.
These articles provided information about the car chase scene. This article also gives a ranking of the 5 best car chase scenes in history and also ranks The French Connection at number 3. The site also provides a video with interviews of director William Friedkin, producer Philip D'Antoni, and other cast members discussing how the chase was created. They began by explaining that the main goal of the scene was to produce a better, more realistic scene than the one from Bullet, which was produced 3 years prior and considered the best car chase scene at the time. The scene is unique because it was filmed live in New York City with real pedestrians and moving cars, not actors and extras, and without the permission of the city or anyone else. Friedkin explains that they took a big risk doing this, which could have threatened the lives of pedestrians and anyone near the car chase. But they did it anyways to produce one of the greatest, most realistic car chase scenes in film history. This film review talks about the role that The French Connection played in the film industry as an Oscar-sweeping film. The article explains how the use of handheld cameras and on-location filming enabled the development of the direct cinema movement. This source gives us insight into the changing camera techniques during this era of film production.
This article told us about after directing a few bad movies, he met the guy who owned the story rights, who brought him to meet the 2 actual cops from the story. It also talks about the sense of realism the movie brought and how that is one reason it is popular today.